Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hello Harem podcast. I'm your host, Alex Luby, and I'm joined, as always, by the horniest of homies to sail the seven seas, Mr. Jonathan Semrau, Anthony Luby, Luke Farnsworth, and to my right, we again have another very special guest with us. His name also starts with an A.
We got too many in here.
Yeah. Why don't you introduce yourself, King?
Hi, everybody. I'm Adam. I have size...
What's your last name?
Adam. I don't think they need to know that, do they?
What's your social security number?
Do you have a credit card?
275. No, actually, I don't.
Do you have a debit card? What's your banking info?
What's your mother's maiden name?
Can we talk about that, actually? Somebody tried to sugar mama me, a scam the other day, and they were like, hey, do you want a sugar mama? It's like, I need a sugar baby, and it's like...
Did you say yes?
Well, yeah, who says no to that? So it was on Snapchat, and it was a human being, because they responded. I was like, who is this? Do I know you? And they were like, oh, I'm looking for a sugar baby. I need someone to talk to me about, like, some psychological stuff. And I was like, wow, wow, this is an elaborate scam, or someone's in trouble. And so I get into it, and what happens is, I was like, can you send me a picture of yourself? And I was expecting, it's going to be just some, like, Photoshop edited thing. It wasn't. It was, like, a woman, like a human woman. I didn't know if they Googled it. And then they were like, I want to pay you $500 a week to just be my sugar baby. And I was like, that's more than I make now. Like, yeah, I want to do this. It's like, okay, I just need your banking information. And I was like... You could just Venmo me, you know? It's like, actually, I can't, and here's why. And then immediately, like, a 3-paragraph thing explaining why Venmo, any of that doesn't work, Zelle, whatever.
Like, copy and pasted, like...
Yeah, like, instantly, like, it was too fast for too long of a message. And I was like, all right, I'll do you one better. Can you say my Snapchat username, XXAdamWalkerXX, into a video, and then... just to, like, show me you're a real person. They unadded me instantly. And I was like, what a fun 2 hours. 2 hours? 2 hours. I had nothing to do that day.
Oh, my
God.
I like that you were just against giving us your last name and then gave your Snapchat name, which has your last name. The problem is Snapchat's very good when it comes to, like, just keeping stuff private. Just don't add people. It's that simple, guys. Just don't add them.
I got added, or someone DM'd me on Instagram, an older-looking woman. And she was like, can you be my sugar baby? I'm like, yo, King, I'm in.
It's like,
I've got a couple of those,
just
too.
say what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
Yeah, mine didn't pan out, though.
Send whole picture.
Mine they never pan out. Like, no woman will willingly pay a guy.
Yeah, only guys do that. Only guys are horny enough to throw away money.
What?
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know if I think we told this story in the cast a long time ago.
I've never seen a woman pay for a man stomping on pumpkins, but a guy...
Oh, yeah.
Did we ever tell that story on the cast?
Should I retell it?
Yeah, tell it. That was a good one. That was a
classic. Can I say something before that?
Yeah.
The first time I ever met Alex, you said, yeah, dude just tried to pay Alex to piss on him. And I was like, I've just met this man.
Wow.
Oh, wait, yeah, we went to Wing Night that
Yes,
night.
and it was like that week it happened. And he's like, this is my buddy Alex. A man's trying to pay him to piss on him.
I believe Alex
you get pissed on.
paid to piss the same week Luke was born.
Yeah,
you gotta respect the grind. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. All right. So, I got this. Okay. Here, let me just preface this by saying there's a lot of guys that hit me up on Instagram, like a creepy amount, and I feel for girls who constantly get hounded by men
because you have a pretty mouth.
I mean, whether my mouth is pretty or not is beside the point. Guys are fucking weird, so I can actually sort of relate to some women out there. So there was this one guy that would like DM me, like whenever I post a story or a picture, he'd like give like the fire emoji, or like nice fire. Man, or like
it's like
nice,
fire, bro,
nice muscles, or one day he asked me, he's like, hey, do you want to have fun one time? And I'm like, okay, you worded that weird, so I'm just gonna decline that right then and there. He's like, oh no, man, it'll be awesome. He's like, are you kinky? I'm like, why? He's like,
why are you asking?
He's like, would you piss on me? And I was like,
wow. Just blatantly, he just said it.
What, come again? He's like, yeah, it'd be really fun for the both of us. You can piss on me and laugh at me. It would be a lot of fun. And I'm like, nah, dude, that is...
You can piss on me
and then this is what kind of made me, like... I wasn't going to do it either way, but this low-key made me think maybe this isn't such a bad idea. He said he'll pay me, and I said how much, and he put $3 signs.
$3.
I remember making fun of you for that
money.
because you considered it when he said $3, but did not ask like a numerical amount.
Yeah, like you could say $3. The $3 on Google is like a dish of pasta costs $17.
Yeah.
He could have been like $25, and you'd have been like, okay, King, keep talking.
Yeah, and and imagine getting paid $25 to piss and laugh at someone.
Well, because
I'd feel so uncomfortable.
I would too. That's why I can't do that. I'm like, nah, dude, that's no.
I mean, like, it's crazy what you'll do if you're desperate enough. Like, you gotta think, it's probably not the first time he's been pissed on by anyone, let
He had to
alone.
discover it somehow.
Do you think you were the first guy he asked? Like, do you think he's been peed on by like women?
Oh, I'm sure he has. Yeah,
Probably. Do you
There's
think
no
he's
way
paid
I
them
would-
though? Do you think
there's
he's
no
ever
way
had a
I would
girlfriend?
first.
Isn't the saying it's better to be pissed off than pissed on?
No, it's better to come in the sink than to sink in the cum.
I don't know. I kind of like the reverse. If I'm going out, I don't want to go out like a baller.
It's better to sink in the cum than
Yeah.
cum in the sink.
You do the Terminator, but it's
Jeez.
like, and as you're going down,
As you're
it's like,
terminating,
oh, yeah,
thumbs up, you just
frothing.
start
Bro, where does that amount of cum come from? Like, how many
Man,
guys?
you
you're
seen
the
a sperm
horniest
whale?
animal on the planet.
Blue
Oh,
whale.
no, dude, like it takes.
Blue whale.
Actually, 55 gallons,
Gotcha.
right?
Two blue whales fills up a big swimming pool.
Have you ever
Yeah.
seen, not like watched, but have you seen on Pornhub the
Yeah.
videos of people coming into glasses?
Yeah.
Like a chick holding a cup and a bunch of dudes coming in it.
Oh, yeah. The cum chalice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cum
Not a
chalice.
meme, that's a
no,
thing.
so every now and again, one of those will be #1 watched video on Pornhub, and it will be front page. So as soon as you open the website, it's right there.
Now,
That
do you
has
think?
to be curiosity.
I was gonna say that's definitely out of curiosity.
I want to hope so, but there's a lot of times you've never like jerked off once or twice, and when you were done, you're like, oh fuck, like.
Oh yeah. of
You
course.
regret it?
Like,
Like,
I don't
Yeah.
know if that's something I would
Yeah,
jerk
but
off
like
and
I'm saying,
then
like
think, man,
I'd like to
Man,
think
in the
that it
moment.
was a lot of guys that were curious, but there's a lot of guys that were A, looking for that, and B, like watched it, and then afterwards were like, oh god.
I'm pretty sure they were going, oh god, in the middle of it.
And my thought process is like, if I saw that and you're just looking for some good material and you just stumble across, you're like, what the fuck is this? And you click on it just to like see what it is, not to get off to it, but just to like question it and kind of understand where
Ponder-
they're coming from. Yeah, ponder it.
ponder
the
it.
cum
I thought
box.
I thought you said poggers it. It was like, oh, what?
Poggers
It's like,
it.
this is not a poggers.
Adam, can you
Oh,
chapstick me real fast? I
You
need
want
some.
chapstick?
Yeah.
okay. I actually have like 2 flavors if you want to get in my jacket over there. It's like a generic.
Do you have one in your pocket right now? or-
Always. I told you
Yeah,
that.
I know
always
that.
have
That's
Wait,
why
hold
I
on,
asked
hold
you
on.
directly.
Luke, you're putting that on wrong. Adam didn't put it on.
Oh,
first.
yeah, that's right. Come here.
You guys gotta
Like,
kiss.
Dada, I will kiss you if that's what it takes.
You guys
I have
gotta
done less for more. Or wait, I've done more for less.
kiss. Holy shit, dude.
Less for more.
I'm very expensive,
Watermelon.
That's not.
Watermelon.
That's not
That's a good
coral.
scent.
Well,
That's
this
not
is
coral
shaping
22.
up
Actually,
to be
could
a
use some
fucked
Coral
up
blue number 5.
Coral blue number 5.
Mambo number 5?
Jesus Christ,
Is it coral blue number 5? What a fucking memory.
you're fitting in here well.
Yeah.
I know.
All right.
Swimmingly.
Sorry. Yeah. He was saying something about piss.
Who, me?
So you peed on the guy, right? Like the coolest crisp $25?
No. Unfortunately, the story is as anticlimactic as pissing on him would have been. I did not do it.
Damn. Dude.
I'll have days though where I'm like, man, what if I did do that? What if cash is tight? I could always hit him up again.
Well, see, like,
He's in the DMs.
Hey, is the offer still valid?
Hey, dude.
What, dude? That would be the fucking most.
you hit him up like
shameful-
2 years later, and he's like, I never forget a pretty
Dude,
face.
that was
and then you
so
just pee on him.
shameful. If you go back 2 years
What
later
if he
and
was like
say,
hot though? What if
"Hey,
we're
does
talking
offer
like the
still
Chris
stand?"
Pratt of like piss fetish dudes? Like, if it was Chris Pratt, would you piss on Chris Pratt?
I'd ask for a lot more money because I know he's rich as fuck.
Yeah, if it's Chris Pratt, I'm asking for a lot.
Dude, if Ryan Reynolds came up to me and he was like, "What's up, random stranger in a flannel? Can you pee on me?" I was like, "I don't even need an excuse. I'm peeing on Ryan Reynolds."
I'll give you money. No need.
No need.
It's
I'll
on
The
give
me.
you,
story-
I'll give you $500 a week. Don't even need it. This is
The
not a
story
scam.
is enough
Yeah.
to say I pissed on Ryan Reynolds.
You could
The problem
make-
is no one will believe you. Like Ryan Reynolds.
Until you take a picture of you pissing on Ryan Reynolds.
Use this
And then the
black
security
man.
guards come out of the woodwork. It's like, got you, dumbass. And then it's a sting operation. It's like,
know.
we
No,
finally
dude,
got him.
You just piss on them too.
Yeah.
It's a weapon.
You're a loose
Actually,
cannon.
I have this ideal like tactic, right? Whenever you get in a fight and you just don't want to fight, just get hard. Get an erection, and then take your pants off. Run at them.
You just get fucking crazy. You rip your pants off, start.
There's so much to interpret from that.
They're gonna run so fast.
Well, yeah, it's like you want to know what happens when they run fast. You come fast, so it's like it's only gonna get faster. Everything just happens lightning quick.
Hey, bro, give me your money. Hold on, let me get hard first.
What if he was always walking around with his hand in his pocket
at the ready?
Yeah,
I'm always Luke knows I am a king at pool, and that counts in pocket pool as well. Like I'm undefeated amongst pool players in this room.
Adam, for the viewers out there that don't know, can you tell everybody what pocket pool is?
It's where you play a game of like either adjusting yourself, like maybe you have an itch down there, and however many testicles you have. Mostly it's 2, but some might have more or less. I actually know a guy who has 1 testicle.
I know a guy that has 1 too.
Yeah. I know a guy who has no testicles. He still refuses to fight me.
Just a limp bag.
It looks like a deflated football hanging there.
Filled with marbles.
Sorry. We're continue.
I have no idea where I was going.
Definition of
pocket pool. So it's either where it's like you play with yourself in public by like some people have the cut in the pants and you just fucking I don't know. You just go to town on yourself. Sometimes you have an itch. So you got to play a quick game of pocket pool, get it out, or sometimes you just got to have a good time on the fly, on a train, plane, sea, or air, wherever you got to be, man.
Quick question: why not just go to a restroom?
Why not just go to a restroom? Yeah. Because that's where the weird people do it. Like everyone does it in a restroom.
That's not weird to do it in public.
That's where
that's
people
cool.
do
That's
it.
fine.
Yeah,
okay.
it's
well, the restroom's not always readily available.
Bro,
yeah,
just like
sometimes like
where's the restroom on the train, dude?
They're in between the cars.
All around you. It smells like piss on trains. I've never been on one, but I can assume that it smells like piss.
I feel like subways.
They smell like piss.
Probably smell
Mention
like
a New York subway.
I've been on them. And
I've been on one. It does
I
smell
would
like piss.
hate the New York has a permanent blemish in my mind of like I look at it, I think garbage.
Have you been to New York?
Not once ever. I have not. The biggest city I've been to, I'm in it right now.
Fucking the 3330.
Yeah,
in
like
Ohio.
You were in California.
Dude, Lancaster, California is in the middle of a fucking desert, and I want you to know, walking 2 miles in any direction, you are on the edge of that city. I ran in the desert there for about 30 minutes before I was like, I'm gonna die of a heat stroke.
I remember seeing that snap.
Yeah, it was a blast. California is so interesting just because it's like you go to like the zoo, you go to a zoo, right? And you're like, oh, look at the animals, look at the specimens. California is the zoo, but Jurassic Park style. You're a part of it. You are the exhibit. So I saw a man look in a box that was on the street for wings, and sure as shit enough, there were wings in there, and he just started going to town on them. And I was like,
free snack.
Yeah, and I was like,
wings, let's go.
Yo, someone threw away perfectly good food.
Street wings,
breakfast wings.
Yeah,
when I was in New York one time, I was like walking down the street and I saw a rat dragging a piece of pizza down the sidewalk.
I've seen some gnarly pictures of rats. Those fucks can get huge.
Dude, they can.
Like bigger than cats.
New York rats are like that fucking big.
Yeah,
this mug I saw was like bigger than Finn. Finn weighs 35
Shit.
pounds.
What's the name of the rat from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Master Shifu.
My sister Allie.
Not Shifu. It's like
Master Splinter.
Splinter. That's right. Splinter's everywhere.
My sister Allie lives with her boyfriend in Akron, and they're moving out of there now, which is good, thank God. But in their house, they have like cameras in like the living room, in the kitchen, watching the entrances, stuff like that. Just security and shit. Because it's Akron, you need security there. Yeah. So Allie sent me a video the other day and said, we just found this on the security camera. It is a video of a rat just running like circles around their kitchen. And I was like, dude, so like I was like, okay, so a couple days later she sends me another video of that rat and she's like, we have laid out traps, glue traps, like electric traps. We've put like poison down and like put it in peanut butter to try and get him to do it. He will eat the peanut butter and the poison will still be there and shit like that. And they're like, so they named him Ratatouille and he's still there, and she sends me videos of him periodically.
And he's cooking,
just fucking
he's cooking spaghetti every night, man.
Funny,
they're trying to get rid of him, like they're trying, like there are traps everywhere.
Actively.
They just can't get rid of him.
Actually, rats are pretty stupid when you think about it. Now, I actually built a rat trap because it was a science experiment type thing. It was like build something that can help humanity, and I found out
Jesus
rats.
Christ, what grade were you in?
8th.
Oh, there's like a bunch of fucking 8th graders think about what can help society.
Well, it's like concepts of it. It's not like action. If you got extra points if you actively like built a device, right? Some dude built like a emergency parachute that if you were unconscious because of like the G-force or whatever, it would actively detect the difference in altitudes, and it could just and then go. And it even had a backup one that if both of them deployed, it would not only slow you down quicker, it was like so safe you could probably just fit like a 600-pound person or something. Like
worked for NASA.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy was smart. Michael, if you end up seeing this somehow, I still remember you. But I built a rat trap because it's like vermin are pretty common where I'm from. I live in the middle of nowhere, and vermin are just kind of everywhere in barns and stuff. Rats don't grasp the concept of objects can move. So if you just put a cylinder, like a pipe, on a stick, and then you put peanut butter at the end of it over a bucket, they will attempt to like balance themselves to the end of it to get that peanut butter because they can smell it, and it'll just and they have no sense of like what is it, like balance or
shit, like that.
We're falling.
We have like fluid in our ears.
Vertigo
they don't have that, so they can't grasp the idea of like, oh shit. And then because it's rotating, rats generally like they depend on their claws. Well, if it's a pipe, they can't get a grip because there's just not enough surface area, so they just fall in the bucket. And you could do it humanely or non-humanely, and you just fill the bucket up with water, and then they drown eventually. But you can also do it humanely if the bucket's tall enough.
Fill it up with thumbtacks.
Or dig it straight to hell.
Oh my god, fill it up with rat poison. It's like, you can eat whatever you want. You're gonna die, so...
Fill it with kerosene.
You know what you could do if you had a big rat problem, like a lot of rats?
Blow the house up.
No, you could like Vlad the Impaler type beat and put them on a stick in front of your yard. Be like,
Tell the
all
other
rats
rats.
beware.
Oh my god, have you seen that episode of King of the Hill? Where like Dale Gribble ate magic mushrooms, and he did that with like frogs and rats and birds.
Yeah.
And then he was going to do it to Hank, but then he was like, I can't stand the sight of blood, so Hank offered to do it himself. And then he just used that to uncapture himself. He ran away because Dale was like, I'll even open the knife for you. Laid the knife in his hand, and he was just like, all right, I'm free now. And then he like runs away and finds his dog or something. King of the Hill, man, it's classic.
King of the Hill is a classic.
I actually have never watched a full
haven't?
episode of King of the Hill.
It's
You don't need to, actually. There's a lot to learn from King of the Hill. Hank kind of has it like all figured out, right? Propane and propane accessories. There's a lot of philosophy in that, and he can grasp all of it, because it's like, who would just actively seek to only work in propane and propane?
A true Texan.
You came in there, John?
It is the superior grilling technique.
Yeah.
I do want to make Peggy Hill's Frito pie.
That'd be sweet.
God.
Yeah. That's another day.
That's a whole.
That's another day.
Yeah.
I am
Fuck
actually
around.
a fantastic cook, I've been told, and I can pretty much make almost anything. If you just kind of like lay ingredients out, I could probably make something out of it.
Can you saute pizza rolls?
Can I saute pizza rolls?
Yeah.
What kind of question is that? Of course I could saute pizza rolls. Like, who can't? Chef's kiss. You put the salt on it and everything. But no, it's like I found out I was a really good cook because one day I had the Bachelor like fridge full of, that is good shit. I had the Bachelor's fridge just kind of like full of random shit, like sauce, some lunch meat and whatnot, and maybe a chicken breast or two. And I somehow made like a 3 Michelin star meal out of some sauce, some chicken, and some like 2, maybe 3 days expired vegetables, whatever. Because if you just cut off the bad parts, you can still eat it. I mean, it's just a mind game at that point.
Adam, we're from the city. If something's even mildly raw or bad, we throw it the fuck out and go to the Beagle
I
and
live in
get
a
more.
family of 8, so you
Jeez.
eat. If you ain't eating, you ain't eating. And I was also a fat kid, so we had to eat, and it was different.
Wow.
Yeah, you gotta survive, man.
We grew up in the city.
I know. That's its own jungle,
The
though, right?
streets. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, the streets.
Like,
Streets,
Streets
man.
of Canton.
Grew up on
Yeah.
the dirty 330.
Yeah, I killed koi with my penis.
I hunted fish with
No,
my
I
own
did.
We went
erection.
fishing with dollar bills.
Oh, our neighbors had a
Yeah,
koi pond,
this is real.
and our neighbors had a koi pond, and I learned that I could piss outside.
And you peed in a koi fish pond.
I don't know why I kept running. I would hop their fence and then run across the yard. Like, you know how there was like the big wood fence and a small chain link one behind it? Mm-hmm. I would hop over the chain link one and run behind Lois's yard over
Griffin?
Casey's yard. And then I would run up and start pissing in their koi pond. And then Ron would come out and be like, "What are you doing?" And I would run away before he could like do anything.
Jade lock eyes and go, "Huh?"
No, and I did that like consistently for like a couple months, and all of his fish died. And then he came over and told my mom why they died, and he was like, "Your son pissed in my pond, and my fish died."
Yeah.
And my mom had to be like,
I remember
so
that. That was like suppressed away. I remember like playing in the backyard, and you'd be like, "Oh, I gotta pee,"
and I'd run over and piss in the neighbor's pond.
You're gone for 3 minutes, and you come back running down the hill with like no shirt, only a pair of shorts.
I don't know why.
Wait, you got shirtless to pee in the koi pond?
He was always shirtless.
Well, fair enough. You know what?
He wore nothing but like
really
small shorts. Like that's it. He had no socks, probably no underwear, no shoes, no fucking shirt.
Free balling it.
No, I'm not joking. Like, I'd say if you go and find like our parents' photo albums up until like 5th grade, there's probably not a picture of me wearing anything other than shorts. Like, I did not wear shoes.
A man that I referred to as my uncle just hugging me all the time.
I don't know why I did that.
I forgot about the uncle part though. We got rid of those pictures. Sorry, I'm just narrating your life.
Uncle. Yeah, I totally forgot you were like a barbarian.
Jay was like an animal. He was like Tarzan of the 23rd Street Tarzan.
Oh, don't do that. I don't want that title.
I don't like that.
Well, we'll catch a beer break here real quick. Hop into some anime of the week. Tippy's on that one, and we'll catch you guys in a second.
Got some topics for today, man.
Some hot topics, some sloppy.
All right, you bought it.
All right. Hello, everyone. We are back from the beer break.
Do some anime of the week.
Doing some chatting. We'll hit up anime of the week, and then we'll get to some of these topics after this crazy ass fucking week that we've all had.
I need to adjust
Shut up
real quick.
All right.
Playing pool. Jesus Christ. Is that the bit? That's the bit.
It might be the bit.
Fuck, that's right. Adam did send us feet
Yeah,
pics.
that's the bit,
man.
Yeah,
This is
my
the
feet are
foot
back.
kid.
Why are they dirty?
Why are they dirty? I've literally had them out this entire time, actually. That was the
I didn't
bit.
even
I was
fucking
kind of. If you are disgusted by that, sorry, my feet aren't beautiful, but I had to bring them back for a little bit.
Shit, yeah, that's
That
right.
is-
We did ask him for feet pics.
Yeah.
And he
There.
did. He
Bring 'em
delivered.
back.
He sent the podcast an email.
And you asked me to. You were like, "Hey, send the feet pics here," and I
Via
sent
email.
them
Is that all?
via email.
Let me check.
God, I sure
camera.
fucking
You didn't
hope
put
so.
the flasher up.
Yeah, no, I'm listening it all up.
Oh, goddamn.
Are they good?
Email.
Yeah.
That one's filming?
And then do the flasher screen and then battery thing. On the left side.
John, did that like
The
freak you
flash
out a
is
little
at
bit?
the
I am
top.
sorry
No,
if that's
I
like a
didn't
Don't
problem.
bother me. I was just like, why are they dirty?
It's because they've been out and I just kind of like
I'm
been
a
over it.
nurse,
Yeah,
Adam.
that's
Shit does not.
Well, no, I know you're a
bother
nurse.
me.
It's just I didn't want to make anyone.
No, you can't really gross me out if I'm being.
Jonathan's
straight
been
with
to the deepest
Okay,
depths
so
of
after
hell.
this, can you check the lump that's on my testicle?
you. I could if you wanted me to. I don't want to.
All right. Sony's are a little finicky, so we'll get to it. We'll do anime of the week real quick, and my anime of the week was Inspector. Inspector.
That's not bad.
And here we go. I'm going to read the synopsis because I can't think. All right. Hidden in plain sight, spirits known as yokai inhabit the world. While most are benign.
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 All right. All right. While most are benign.
Jesus Christ, Alex. You can't even fucking read right.
While most are senile.
All right. While most are benign, a certain subset threatens the tenuous peace between yokai and humanity. No. Ever since she agreed to become their god of wisdom, Kotoko Iwana. Oh my god.
Let it go.
Keep going.
Kotoko Iwanagana has served as a meditator between the two realms.
Mediator. Come on.
Did you just say meditator?
Meditator, mediator. I love it when I get in a fight and they have to bring the meditator out.
Between the two realms, resolving any supernatural problems that come her way. At a local hospital, Kotoko approaches Sakutagawa. Okay, some names are kind of hard. A university student whose long-term relationship ended with an unfortunate breakup. Kotoko harbors feelings for him and suspects that something supernatural lurks within his harmless appearance, so she asks Kudo for his assistance in helping the yokai. 2 years later, news of an idol who was accidentally crushed to death by steel beams flooded the press. However, months later, sightings begin to tell of a faceless woman who wields a steel beam. As is the case for any supernatural problem, Kotoko and her partner set out to stop the spirit from wreaking havoc, but this case may prove to be far more sinister and personal than they could have ever thought. So, as it says, Inspector is pretty much about hunting yokai and making them cross the realm to get out of whatever purgatory they're in. And there's little thingies, little like sub yokai that...
Spirits.
Yeah. There's like little subplots in the beginning of the show, and then towards like the middle to the end of the show is when the idol ghost comes in, and that kind of revolves mostly around the rest of the show.
Loved that show.
Yeah. Kotoko was just a Iwanagawa. Iwanagawa was a...
That's a hard name.
I get that he's stumbling over the Japanese.
Yeah,
it's fine. The fact that Benin meditator...
She's a based PogChamp like to the max.
Jesus Christ.
based to the max. It was a really fun show. I know all four of us have seen it. Have you seen Inspector Adam?
Have I seen it? No, I've seen clips for it and I've been meaning to watch it, but the problem is I have there's like anime in the queue.
Yeah, I got you.
By the time you get to like, oh, I got a free spot, you think of something else. And so I was actually talking with Luke about it, how I should watch it. I was actually confused it with what?
Darling in the Franxx.
Yeah, Darling in the Franxx, because...
Very easy to confuse.
No,
he was like, is Darling in the Franxx the one with the girl with no...
darling, my darling, a lot, and I was like, right.
He's like, is this the one with the girl with no eye and missing an eye and a leg? And I was like, no.
Not at all.
But it's a super fun watch. Season 2 is coming out, so I thought I'd give Inspector, you have something to look forward to.
This year?
I don't know.
It's just coming out.
Yeah,
it's
awesome.
I think this year.
Season 2 is confirmed, but I don't know the date. I haven't looked, and maybe it's come out by now.
That was a good answer, Luke. When's it coming out? Sure is.
Sure go.
I mean, it is.
At some point.
For today's deal, you get half off Turtle Fucks, which is the Kappa. Not like sexual intercourse. I just call them the Turtle Fucks. I the scene where they're in the river.
I thought that was Turtle Fox, and I was way more.
Yeah, the U looks a bit like an O. I'll give you that.
I thought it was turkey fuck.
So if you watch the show, you get half off of your own Kappa yokai. Isn't that cool, guys?
That is cool.
Right,
Actually,
everyone wanted a Kappa, right?
I watched a video on the Kappa, and they can be helpful. They can also be evil, and they have this pool of water. I can't remember what the liquid is called in their head. That if that spills, then they die. And if a human, or no, they don't die, but they can't. Fuck, something happened. Something bad happened to the Kappa. If they lose that water. And if a human refills that, then the Kappa will be forever into that person's debt. So they can't hurt them or anything.
Are we going to Japan to each get a Kappa in our debt?
I mean, it can kill you before. They have techniques to not spill the liquid in their head.
Okay, well, here's a technique that I call pushing them over.
Just bullying the shit out of Kappa. Bitch.
My special technique, drop kick.
What are they going to do?
Sidestep. And you just fall on the ground and then they kill you.
What if I just start playing the electric slide? And they have to do it.
Wait, so like they're immortal, right? Like it's a mortal like means of killing them, I guess. Like you can't stab them to death, right?
I'm unsure about that. I am not sure if you can just beat the piss out of one and kill it.
Well, I was gonna.
All right, first one we find, we try and kill it. All the other
ones. First one we find, we're loading it with buckshot.
That's what I was gonna say. Just shoot it in the head, and then a bunch of holes, and it flows out naturally.
Hey, bro, let me give you some water for that.
And go water it like the plant.
It pours out like a strainer.
It'll grow nice and strong, and then before you know it, you have your own fighting demon.
Oh shit! This one's actually dead.
Oh no! Oh wait, that was a person.
Face.
That was a
like
person.
Half its head is missing. It's just a jaw and a tongue.
What, like Looney Tunes?
Oh, that is
that was my end of the week. So I hope you guys go and watch that show. Season 2 is coming out, like I mentioned earlier. So when you finish this one, go have something else and watch some more PogChamp.
We can't finish here at the Hello Harem podcast.
My finger's numb.
What?
Why? What'd you do?
I don't know.
Is that relevant to what Luke said? Actually,
no. I'm just doing it like it's numb.
You want to actually here do this?
Adam, don't lick my finger.
No, he's got to do something cool. Watch this.
Do this. Put your finger on mine. No, not that finger. Your pointer.
Put your pointer finger on his finger.
We went to a tabletop part and the tabletop place. All right, so see this, right?
Scared, yeah.
All right.
Don't hurt me.
See this? You do this with your other hand and then feel it. No, like
Pyramid type.
Like that.
Pyramid
Yeah,
type. Rub both your fingers.
Alex, do what he just did.
Together.
You asked the worst person to do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he understands,
No.
but here.
And I was like jerking your finger off, dude. What?
I don't know. We did this drunk, and it was like a huge thing. It just feels weird.
It like low key it does. Like
Yeah,
I feel
like a dead ass. It's just
It
something.
feels strange.
Yeah, it's kind of like the same concept if you do this.
And then let Alex do it.
Okay, I see
And
it.
it's just
Yeah.
way weirder when
Yeah,
the
I know
other
I'm not
person
crazy.
does it after you.
It is
Well, a
pretty
little.
strange.
Yeah. It was strange that I got a lot of us to do that though.
Yeah.
Hey, let's touch tips. I'll
It's
stroke.
just a tip. Yeah.
Stroke each other's tips
No,
together.
I just
I
saw
don't want
that.
to stroke him.
I noticed it at the bar. Like people were just doing that to everyone, and I was like, I kind of want to understand. And then I looked at our boy Andy, and then I was like, hey, Andy, do this, and he did it, and I did it. I was like, I kind of get it. Like,
It'd be so much fun if you just looked at Andy and went, Andy, eat a peanut real quick.
it's like I found a floor peanut.
Andy's a goon.
Well, I think something that needs to happen is next time Alex says anime of the week, he'll run it by the gang, and we will write a script for him, kind of dumbed down, so he can get it.
We'll give him the stupid script.
No big words, nothing
have
bigger
faith
than
in
like
you.
a four-letter
Tenuous is
word.
not
I'll be
allowed to
watching
be
for
on
you.
there.
Like, I trust.
Mediator's not allowed to be on there. But Nine's not allowed to be on
Most
there.
words will be excluded.
You know the music that plays at the end of a Mario Kart Wii game if you lose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I imagined whenever Alex was reading.
I like to think of the.
I mean, that
I
was,
like to
that was
think of-
probably the worst one yet.
I like to think like Kirby Death.
That's too intense. I just like the one note. Just the whole time. He's
Adam, what's your anime of the week?
My anime of the week, it's very specific taste, just because like it's been out there forever, and I think you actually brought it up. I think someone
Lay it
here
on
is
us.
partial. It's Berserk.
Berserk.
So, Berserk.
Jonathan just came in his pants.
Yeah, I knew that John
did
coming
come
in
a
here.
little.
Luke said that it was like
I didn't. Andy said that's the only anime Jay's ever watched.
my ass.
He's seen Inspector too. That's why I talked about it.
yeah,
Why are you
Hands
saying
up.
that? Only seen two?
pulling me out.
He hasn't seen Inspector 2. It hasn't come out yet.
Yeah.
Jonathan's actually reading the manga for Berserk.
Really?
Have you
Oh,
read
how
the
far are
manga?
you? Oh, all of it in 2 weeks.
I have
Every day.
Well, I own I bought the books.
All of them?
I have 1 through 7.
Oh,
so
okay,
far,
okay.
so.
Yeah, there's a lot. There was the big
There
book
are
of Berserk.
50,
Yeah. There's a
So I've
lot.
gotta
Well,
wait
there's
to-
360 some. Rest in peace to.
Yes.
I can't. What's his
What's
name?
his dick? He's dead.
He's that
Man.
guy.
Yeah,
I mean, he's got
no,
a protege. They're trying to revive it, which I'm hopeful for.
I'm hopeful for, and at the same time, I really hope they don't.
Right.
Just because I
Like
really,
Miyazaki or
I
something.
really,
Kentaro Miura.
Miura,
I
that's
really
right,
just
Miura.
don't want it to
Rest in
get
peace,
fucked up.
Miura. You
I, like as much
actually
as I
made
want to know how that fucking
a great manga.
franchise ends. Like I want to know how they fucking resolve all the shit.
Well, see,
Obviously,
I
Guts
think-
is a character that needs to have some kind of like resolution, but I don't know if that like somebody other than the creator could do that.
That would just
Right.
feel wrong.
yeah.
It would. It like finishing another man's story. You just don't do that.
You
but
never finish
you
another
never
man.
finish another man, except unless someone plays the card, beat your dad off or something. That's an inside joke. We'll get to it later. But I want to talk about
we
Berserk.
won't.
Probably not. But there's a lot to interpret from Berserk, and when I watched it, I was at a very like strange part in my life because I didn't really know what I wanted to be. Like, I'm pretty sure we all hit that wall, and if you haven't, I feel
Been there
bad
for
for
like
you.
10 years.
Yeah, dude, I've been there.
Yeah,
We're still
see-
just idling in purgatory.
But no, like, there's nothing wrong with that. And Guts, our protagonist, well, one of our protagonists, there's not like a specific
no,
one.
he's the protagonist.
Yeah, we follow him, but everyone's got their own story. Guts, he's kind of lost himself because he was just kind of born at a disadvantage. And he doesn't know what he wants to do except swing a sword. But what's wrong with that? Like, he's good at it. If you're good at one thing.
Damn.
No, like.
No, damn.
serious.
Let's go.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's trying to search for his dream. There's a very vital turning point in Berserk. I won't get into it, but he finds out that the dream of another man can never be yours. Like, you can follow.
Are you referring to the end of the Golden Age arc?
At the party?
With a certain Birdman?
Not that exact one. I'm talking about the party, like the thing.
Yes, never mind.
Okay, but there's a lot to. You can never find your dream if you're constantly in the shadow of another, and they do a very good job at interpreting that. In Berserk, you learn a lot. You learn that there really are monsters out there, whether they're fictional or not, but it's hard no matter what. We all go through our own trials, and Berserk interprets like how we all just go that in a very broad spectrum because it takes place in medieval ages. That is literally like bottom tier. It is a fuck fest every day. And Guts just goes through it and he just survives. And it hit me deeply because I was like, I'm Guts. But then...
You had me. I'm like, dude's making good points. And then he goes, I'm Guts.
Well, no, it's like, that's how you're supposed to interpret it. Yeah. Like, you look at it, and I think all anime does that. Like, you find a little bit of yourself, or at least you want to.
You always put yourself in, like, the position of the protagonist.
Yeah, and you try. It's like, that's so me. But
I don't know.
No.
You try to relate to whatever...
Like, I don't know if I connected
and it helps you immerse into it. Go ahead, John.
No, I don't know if I like connected with the story on like that. Like I connected with it. I don't know if it was on that deeper level. I connected with it I enjoyed watching somebody in a really bad situation
go on the rise.
Like like make that situation better. It's cool to watch like somebody that didn't have a fall and is already at rock bottom and then trying to like crawl
rock bottom
and like crawl the fuck out of it.
Yeah. Oh no, like, he did literally like he was born crawling because he was born from a corpse that was hanging in a tree. Yeah. That's not a spoiler, but literally first page, chapter 1.
Yeah.
But if I have to recommend anything, if you want to learn a lot about just everything, Berserk teaches you what it means to like find friends, find yourself, and
I'm coming.
Guys, yeah, there's a lot of coming in it too. Like there's a lot of there's a lot of shit in it, and it's not afraid to show any of it. And I really respect anime, manga that just is not afraid to show you what it actually means to be human. Because it's like that shit happens. You just gotta accept that this is real world shit. It just happens.
I felt that when I watched Testament of Sister New Devil.
I felt that when I watched High School DxD. I realized how
I'm just surrounded when I was watching High School DxD.
I didn't like Devilman Crybaby.
You didn't like that? You didn't like that? Well, I didn't like it because I had no fucking idea what was happening. Every episode, I was like, okay, there's some connections.
The ending
Why are people naked? And then people just get naked. Like people are naked.
Yeah, they just get naked a lot, and the ending's
literal.
Butt
every
cheeks.
episode is horny bait, and if you fall victim to it, then you can never watch it again. But
the end is fucking poo cheeks.
It is. It's dog shit. But I mean,
I felt
personal
that with,
opinion.
With High School DxD, I was like, God, I'm surrounded by so many bitches. I just don't know what to do with myself.
I felt that with High School DxD. I thought, damn, dude. This world fucking sucks.
Yeah. God,
I need to go to my world.
Everybody wants to fuck me.
I relate so much to Mullet Boy. Wow.
Mullet Boy?
Mullet Boy?
I think that is something that kind of gets overlooked in anime. Sometimes by the fans, but definitely by people who aren't really into it.
Mullets?
No, just
the broader aspect, like you said, of
interpreting
and the bigger
the
picture,
story,
the story.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
like,
sure,
what are you supposed to get out
not
of
all anime are like that. Like, don't get me wrong.
DxD, dude.
Like, there's definitely shows that are just happy, fun time that are just horny.
Oh, yeah.
There's plenty of those, but I think there are definitely shows
death bait,
dig
death
deeper
porn.
And have such an immersive story that other people can relate to, and it doesn't have to be the main character, but other characters in said show.
Whenever me and Luke were at my house one time, my mom came in and was talking to us about anime briefly, and
your mom.
Yeah, and well, not like about anime, but she like was talking to us about something about it, and she was like, and there are some people like that, they think that it's just super perverse, and maybe they would call you guys perverts, and me and like
without skipping a beat.
No, me and Luke at the same time both went, yeah, that's justified. Like,
yeah, it is.
That's totally fine.
Because there are some out there like that.
I mean, you call me a pervert, I can't fight it.
I can't fight that. I checked the anime figures to see if they have panties every time.
And they do.
If I see an anime figure,
every single one under there.
Deadass.
They all have panties.
Wait, am I allowed to manhandle these?
Yeah. Go ahead. Every single
one
under there.
Ninos are white.
Whose are the best?
What the fuck? Blue and white stripes.
Yep, and then Chocola's are pink with white stripes.
What's Ruby got?
Gone by Ruby.
Ruby.
I don't want to lose the seashell attachment.
Yeah, that's
Why is it not
White.
attached?
So definitely vanilla's the most flavorful.
Doesn't chocolate have white with pink?
Let's check
Chocolate's-
Sailor Moon.
I have chocolate at home. She's white.
What if
with
she
pink.
had
Sailor
none under
Moon's
there?
white.
Where's our Aqua figure?
Oh shit, that's right. We need an aqua figure.
Ah, shit.
She has them. They're just clear.
They're clear so that no one can see what
it.
color.
Do you
I did
Toad's
not
white.
get
Toad's
any
on the ground
fucking
over here?
traction with
Hang
that.
on.
Do you think
Yeah, Toad's is white.
What? I responded to
Greatest
someone on
anime
I think like Good
Where does
Anna
this
memes.
go?
They said something about Aqua's fucking panties and how she doesn't wear them. I said this is false information. They're clear so no one knows what color they are.
do you think that if we
Yeah.
Your panties?
Yeah, Aqua wears clear panties so no one knows what color her panties
if we
are.
bought like an aqua figure, do you think that there are any designers out there dedicated enough to make
I don't
it
know.
real?
I don't know, dude. That's tough.
Because-
Those are tough
no,
waters.
because,
those are
like-
those are rock
like
I'd
waters.
ask for a refund. if I
Chocolate
got
and
it.
vanilla in the Necopara game, we see them, and they are
It matches.
they're the correct colors.
Yeah.
I think we've seen Nino's as well, have we?
Probably.
I'm
at some
sure.
point.
At least on the floor.
I'm
of
sure
her
Nino
bedroom.
switches it up. She's that
There's
kind
plenty
of
of porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, like dude,
Yeah.
like I think most people that make these figures are pretty dedicated to keeping the
They
panties
have,
correct.
yeah, they try and get them as close to.
I mean, could you imagine
For the
if they
most part.
weren't? Can you imagine the person buying that, and if it's like
What if-
they either don't
Well,
like,
like,
it's
are
just
you-
like
are you
say they cut it where the skirt is, that's just like a plain. Where the
Just
skirt
nothing
is.
like a Barbie doll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they'd be like, "The fuck is this? I spent $300 on this figure, and there's no fucking
That'd
panties."
be pretty.
Yeah.
I want to see some
upset.
cartoon vagina. You show it to me right now.
I mean, one of them, I noticed there was a bow on him, and I was like, that takes dedication to
show
go
me your
out.
cartussy.
Cartussy. The
And what's funny is
cartussy.
that these aren't even expensive figures.
No, these are
I was
cheap
going to
ones.
say,
Just
like,
cheap.
yeah. If you're going to hone your craft, you got to start somewhere, right?
We need
You
to
gotta
see
add
some
all the
aqua vaginas.
details.
Yeah.
Where's the
and
Aqua
every one of them.
JJ figure?
Jesus Christ! On that note, we'll take a beer break.
Probably.
Fair
Is it
enough.
20 minutes already?
Yeah.
Holy
God
Yeah.
damn,
That was
dude.
zooming.
Sorry, Berserk, man. It gets me every time.
Okay, it gets me.
What?
She's been bought.
All right, we'll come back from the other beer break.
What if we did the rest of the episode like this?
Fucking.
So awesome.
I think it would be wild, like, if you just threw up and it's like, holy shit, they've been drinking this entire time. Like, if you actually threw up.
Fun fact: we don't come into this room unless we are totally shit-faced and stumbling.
Damn.
And then we drive home.
Yeah, drink and drive, kids.
I had to
Don't-
carry Luke
don't do
in
that.
here. Dude doesn't even know who he is.
When we step in this
I
room,
drove.
when we get drunk, it's like we're sober. So when we're sober, we're actually dumb as bumbling idiots.
I remember early podcast
Wait.
episodes when I actually would not do a podcast episode until I was fucking blasted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I,
haven't
um,
back of the
Back of the
podcast in a minute. I kind of want to like
Have some wine
have
or
one
something.
DD come up here
Yeah.
and just sip on some stuff,
Yeah.
What if we
Be-
did like a live stream one, and then we
just
just
got
sat up here and just talked like about anything,
Slept
and
on
just
the
got
couch.
fucked.
I mean, Luke and I did that like the other night. Like
It was literally yesterday.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, sorry. When I stay up for until 6 a.m., my concept of time gets fucked. But we stayed up and we just kept talking for like 3 hours about random bullshit. It got so bad that I just started talking about shit that was not correlated to anything.
Probably
It was,
Toad's fat ass, right?
What?
Toad's
got
fat
cake.
ass.
Oh
He's
yeah,
got
Toad's,
cake.
Adam over
Toad's
there.
cake over there. Yeah. He's got white
On
panties.
the early episodes of the podcast, Adam, I think you were watching.
I was. I
early on.
watched.
Yeah, there was.
I remember.
Adam doesn't
When it was still
watch.
at the house.
No,
When it
I
was still
do.
at the
I
house.
do.
Yeah,
I
like,
made
when
sure
you
I
were still
refreshed
at
here
the
because you
house,
just have so many.
I would not do a podcast episode until I had taken like 6 to 7 shots. Like I would walk into Alex's room and be like, "Oh, you gotta get ready," and I would just start taking shots, and then I would like stumble into the podcast room and say, "Let's fucking do it."
There's a lot of like expensive equipment in here. You could just fuck the entire day
Well,
up
I'm
off
not
that
like
6 shots.
I don't break stuff.
That's fair.
I'm just not coherent.
Coherent.
there was-
I'm here. I'm not
There
here.
was one episode specifically. I don't even remember which episode, but I got so fucking trashed.
That was the episode we made the rule we're not allowed
No,
to drink.
they made a rule that
We
no
have
more
a rule.
drinking.
You're not
on
allowed
the
to drink
podcast
before the podcast.
because I guess I forget.
Doesn't
which
matter
one-
what we drink.
I forget which one
Like
of
you're
you
just
told
not allowed
me,
to drink at all.
but I was slurring my words so bad
Oh,
you could barely
horrible.
understand
it is the
what I was saying.
One of
I
the-
forget which one it was.
I don't remember
wanna-
which one it was
It'd be
either.
easy to find.
It'd be really easy.
It'd be like one of the first 20 episodes.
Yeah.
I want to talk about a
I
time.
think it was like the first 15,
Yeah,
dog.
it
It was
had to be.
early.
I want to talk about a time I did a 24-hour charity stream, and funny enough, we had a single guy donate like $1,000 in total. That one guy like carried us to victory. Our goal was only like 250. We made 5,000. So
whoa,
extra,
awesome.
We had to keep changing the counter because people were like, "What? Why does it say like 3,000 out of 1,500?" It's like, hang on. And then we had a guy in the corner just constantly keep changing it. At one point, it said 2 billion, and then we got another donation of like $100. I was like, "There's absolutely no fucking way we manifest this." That would have been cool. We probably would have like broke something, but when we hit that goal in the first hour,
my bank account.
Yeah, I guess it's called the Atom Charity. I just kind of go around and do my own thing, and people give me money.
Why'd you guys do the live stream? What was it for?
So it was for a charity through Extra Life for St. Jude's Miracle Hospital for children's diseases like cancer.
Like the commercials you see on TV.
Yeah, but like not as flowery like that. It's like for the things people aren't aware of, and it's through like Rooster Teeth, if you know them. And what happened was we do this every year. We set a goal for it. It's usually a really low goal. The first time we did it, it was like $50, and we raised that ourselves. And then it was like, okay, next year we're gonna try for 100. We made like 300 because I went all out. I posted everything everywhere. And this year it was like, we're gonna do 1,000. I don't think we're gonna get 1,000. I balls to the wall. We had a team of like 19 people just putting it everywhere, like everywhere, posters, flyers, you name it, Discord channels everywhere. And we have one, I guess, just rich like man sitting in the desert in a palace somewhere just giving us money, and we were so thankful that in the first hour we reached our goal. And it was a 24-hour thing where we played D&D, right? So in the first hour we were so excited that we hit our goal that someone whipped out like bourbon, and they were like, we're gonna start drinking. And it's like, okay. And then someone was like, hey, how about if we like, let's set the new goal. We set the new goal, and then we hit that, and then we drink again. So we were plastered in the first 4 hours of the stream, and it's 9 p.m. So it's like maybe 1, and we are just fucked. I'm talking like I've had like 4 or 5 shots at this point, a few mixed drinks, a couple beers, whatnot. And I was a GM. I was the guy like coordinating it. I was one of them. We had 2 because the other one got fucked. And then when he sobered up, I crashed. And then we just alternated. G Fuel, like we had backup like food just in case people started passing out. We were ready. 24 hours, we did it.
Well, Adam passed out, dropped some pizza down his throat.
No, there's
back in the game.
Actually, I have a photo
some
of
G Fuel over his nose.
Adam, if you ever need a nurse there, if somebody passes out,
I would.
I'll put an NG tube
Can you
down
put
and we can just tube feed.
But Jonathan has to be in
please.
a special outfit.
Oh, he's got to be in a cute nurse
Oh, yeah.
outfit. He's
So, like,
gotta be.
Someone made a meme, and you can't
Like
see
Prince Eugen nurse.
you can't see my face in it, but I crashed on the
kid
couch.
Right here, Prince
That's me.
Eugen nurse. Let me
That's
see
me
Adam.
on the couch, and someone like made a meme with like all these references, so it's not as funny as the picture would have been. But I passed out on the
I love
couch
the
mid
hot dog in the
phone.
corner.
Yeah, fucking hot dog. If they could see that.
Oh my god, the
But-
Snapchat hot
I
dog.
can't wait for Halloween when I have to dress up as a sexy nurse.
Halloween.
That's gonna be hot.
That should be like your daily uniform.
Isn't that what you wear to work?
What if I did?
How's your
Really?
employer doing? Not
Wait, you're dressed up as a sexy just civilian now,
why?
so
Why doesn't your employer have you in sexy nurse outfits?
John's kind of hot.
Like
guys.
just you,
Because I work in a hospital.
dude. You know how many old ladies would hit on you? Like so many.
They already do.
They already do.
Yeah,
I know, but it'd be so much more.
he's so helpful.
So Adam, can you do what you did for that, but for our podcast, so we can just blow up already?
blow up? Oh, of course.
We're
like
at an airport.
I'm.
We should probably rephrase that.
Okay, so we can take off.
So we
just
can
in-
non-nuclear take off,
Your shit
everybody.
got out of my ass.
Everybody
We're
fasten your
so tight.
seatbelts. We're about to exit the terminal. But no, I could do that 100%. I'm really good when it comes to just PR stuff, and I can.
Yo, are we
Yo,
about
can
to
you
hire
be-
gotta get a
Adam as
PR.
Can you be our PR
manager?
rep?
I
for us
actually.
and
Do we
VCon?
know who Pay Money Wubby is?
No.
No. Okay, so if for those of you who aren't aware, he's the 36th most paid Twitch streamer on the platform. Which, okay, yeah, 36.
That's a lot of fucking money.
No,
bro.
he
That's a
he had
lot
an
of
NFT sell for $100,000 supposedly. It was just a toilet that he like destroyed with diarrhea shit from the.
Bro, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah,
Why
no,
can't I
like-
take pictures of shit and sell it
No,
for
like
$100,000?
you guys are on the
Come
up.
on.
You guys are on the up. Wubby started as a child playing Far Cry, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to stream because I got school starting up." He was in high school when he started, and you guys are on the up. And really, it's just dedication, and I see a lot of that here. I'm not going to give him a motivational speech. I'm good at that.
Yeah, it's going that way, and I was like, I'm ready to listen.
Actually, because I am a writer. Like, I'm really good.
Not at this second. I'm sure.
Like, I could do that off camera. Make you guys
later. Yeah.
No, actually,
I like doing anything from an outside perspective that will help make us.
I have
better.
A lot. So I actually, I actually have connections to Wubby, the 36 most paid streamer on the platform, through like somebody I met because I went out of my way to talk to people, and she was like, I could go out of the way and we could get this like all the way up on Twitch. He's got like a couple 100,000 subscribers, and I was like, what? And then I started watching his stuff. He's hilarious. I support him 100%. But yeah, if you guys like want me to.
Which one?
Rip.
It's
whatever. It's not looking at me. It's all about me over here. But
the Adam Show.
Like, by all means, I love supporting the craft of just artists in any type. And this is an art. This is an art form, and you guys are putting in the dedication. It's just
talk about my dick almost episodely.
Huh?
I talk about my dick almost every episode.
What's wrong with that?
That is my art.
Yeah, there's a guy who paints with his dick. That's no different.
Dude, Adam showed his feet.
Yeah, that's an art too. Literally everything's an NFT. This hat, it's not even mine. It's an NFT on my head right now.
The Adam hat.
Yeah, the Adam hat. It's like
text.
It's only my bottom text. Bottom schmecks. But
Bottom schmecked.
I'm really good at that. I'm really going good at Adam, and I'm confident in my skills to say that enough to the
You're
point.
very charismatic. You're extremely charismatic.
Thank you. Actually, because
you're a good talker.
I didn't always used to be, and that's like 2022 is a different year for all of us because we're trying to get back to what it means to live, what it means to like, what we were.
Yeah, back to like
life.
Pre-pandemic, when shit hit the fan.
But it's different for me because, and I recommend everybody who watches, listens, just hears of this to do this. Whenever you have just an opportunity to change yourself, make it spectacular. Literally go out of your way. Do whatever the fuck you can.
I got chills. No joke.
Fucking
no joke.
guy.
No joke.
I am a writer. I write novels.
I write books.
No, I do.
Guys.
I actually have a book in the works, and it's very personal. But I will get into.
Book up whenever it is here.
No, we'll have you on when it's public.
We put Corporal's album up here, so we'll put your book up.
I'll come all the way back to Ohio just to do the episode.
We're in Ohio.
Well, he's moving.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're moving. I'm sorry, but we're in Ohio. No, it's gonna take a lot of years because the book isn't inspired by any story I have. It's about the people in my life, and each chapter is a name, and it's a name of a person. And you guys are in it, actually, each and every one of you.
Let's go.
No, like serious. It's a very serious thing. Each of you have an emotional role in my life, and it makes me a better person because seeing you guys. About to tear up. Actually, I'm good at crying too. But
I'm a fucking professional.
It's very emotionally charged because it's like I am a mirror of the people I meet, and I don't think you guys get the credit you deserve of how much you play in people's lives.
That's what I'm saying. I never get any credit.
No, Luke. Like, do you not remember the time I messaged you and like I said all that shit? You were like, "Adam, it was a joke. I'm kidding. I love you." And it's like it was a very charged message. I was like, "Dude, it's like,
you punk little bitch named Luke."
See you little motherfucker! Don't make me come over there and grab your ponytail.
It was the other way around actually. Adam said something. I was just being an ass like I normally am because I don't take anything seriously unless someone starts
Adam
it
doesn't
seriously.
join the Discord call or whatever,
Yeah,
and then
I did something.
I didn't even see that first.
I don't even know what it was. I made like some really stupid fucking joke. It was so stupid.
It's there. It's typed in Discord. Like, if you want, you can share the message. I have nothing to hide. But to get off my soapbox, it's just be better. Just be the best you can be, and if you think you are at that, then find a way to do it better. Because I have changed myself. I have not been charismatic my entire life. I was the oldest son of 6, and a lot comes with that, but I was raised in a family where nothing was expected of us. We were just kids, and I was just under the shadows. I was, to put it just like simply, Bruno from Encanto, like just hiding in the woodworks. But I've had people tell me I have a lot of wisdom for my age. I have a lot of like miles, but I haven't traveled anywhere. I've met people and yet I don't know anybody. And people say I have a lot of friends, but I don't. I have never had a friend. I have never had anyone to call a best friend or just an acquaintance in this world. But you know what I do have, and it's a lot of family. And family means...
Yo, dude, come on.
Hey, dude. Hey, dude.
I am chilly
Yeah.
right now. We got the heater on, 77, and I'm chilly.
77, we're drinking a little bit. No, it's cool, but maybe just take your shirts off.
We're all
It'll get a
fucking
little hotter
wasted.
in here.
I'm gonna
But
have to get my pants off soon.
wait, they're not already off?
Mine are.
What have I been like kicking underneath the table then?
I thought that was your dick, dude. It reached all the way over here.
It's not my
But
dick.
that's my little soapbox. So whenever that, just be on the lookout if you really care enough. I'm just someone from the middle of nowhere, but there's stories to be told in all that like vast nothingness.
Nah, dude, fuck yeah. I would love to read that when that comes
Oh
out.
yeah,
But-
no, you got
Yeah.
me buying.
Hell yeah.
Buying?
Yeah, I'm buying
I
100.
don't-
I don't want a
copies.
free copy.
I bought it.
And see, I already bought it.
We bought it.
I mean, if I could, I don't have anything about it. Like, I don't have anything about it out there because it's just a bunch of ravings of a madman. But in an ideal world, I would not accept a dime of anything. I would just have it because I want people to know that. Right now, it's just kind of a list of names, and I go down the names that I write about them. I don't want money. I don't want the fame. I don't want the fortune. I don't want the notoriety. I want people to understand that we truly are unique individuals in every shape and form, and it's like just no one cares, but I do. I care about everyone I meet, every person.
Adam
So,
cares.
yeah, we care. Like,
Big up,
Jake
King.
cares.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fist
fucking
bump. Hell yeah.
big
Yeah,
man
dude.
spilling
All
philosophical.
state,
dude, and be okay about saying what's on your mind. Be honest. I have not lied about a single thing, and I have said everything on my mind in 2022 so far. The world has changed. I am like a different person.
There's a
but
lot of crazy shit going on.
dude, yeah, like
This
Shit
week
is insane.
This week was
Whack.
really something to unpack.
yeah.
Yeah, it's been crazy. Like we've seen like conflict, like actual war start. That is going to be like history.
We're in history. Yeah, we are making history right
know,
now. Well, not us.
We
but-
wanted to. We couple those topics we wanted to talk.
Yeah, we can still get to them a
plan
little
to
bit.
touch upon it,
But
I mean,
a
extra
funny
long
thing
episode?
you mentioned, like,
Can we make like a little extra long episode?
oh yeah, we can keep going.
Yeah, I get a little
yeah.
bit more fame on the
But,
on the
yeah.
cam.
One,
Yeah, cam
this
girls.
is like talking about the living through
Don't look that
history thing. Matt, I was taking Matt down to Columbus one day a while ago when he didn't have a car. Cause my usual routine was drive Matt down, pick him up. It was fun. I mean, it's a 2-hour drive and it costs money for gas and shit, but I enjoyed it. We got a lot of good talking in.
You want a water? Aaron?
I would love one actually.
All right. Anthony,
I'll
keep
be
going.
right back. I got
All
it.
right.
Get a little
And we were
choked up.
just talking about, I think this was like, was it 2020? I think it was 2020 before Matt graduated and all that.
Oh, can you bring the sponsor for today's episode? It's in the back seat.
Oh, he can't get back in. He needs to.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got it. Oh, yeah, he could just prop the door.
Okay. But Matt was like, I think it was like just around shit hit the fan with COVID and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Matt was like, you know, I'm kind of tired of living through history, man. I want some boring years. Like, can we just sit back and chill for a little bit?
Enjoy the ride.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like history's cool and all. I like it. But most of the time when you hear about history in books, it's not great.
No.
No.
And that
There's a
was
lot of
when you
shit.
said that was 2020.
Yeah, that was
Oh
2 years.
man,
2 years
dude,
ago.
it didn't
And it
slow
is,
down. It just
not one
fucking
bit.
it hit the
It is
gas.
picked up speed.
It is still picking up.
Oh, yeah.
speed, dog.
It was rolling downhill, picking up speed, and right now,
Gather-
like the cliff
yeah.
dropped, and it's just falling.
We've
It's
seen.
just fucking falling.
We just saw.
We are kind of like in
a
a free fall
battle
right
that
now.
I
yeah.
guarantee is
Who knows
going
what's
to be
gonna
in
happen?
fucking history books. The Battle of Snake Island.
Oh
That's
yeah,
going to
dude.
be in a history book.
Russian military. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Damn.
The Ukrainians already did. Like,
I mean,
fuck
that, dude,
you.
that was insane.
14 Ukrainians died, and they died insulting the
Yeah,
people
that's
that
it.
were about to kill them. Oh, there's our sponsor.
So yeah,
Yeah,
unless
one of them anyway.
unless you
Yeah, there's beans actually in there. I just had the thing.
yeah. So
Not
unless
actually
you live
one.
under a goddamn rock, we're country.
Thank you,
I
sir.
think this
Thank
is
you,
the
sir.
first war in Europe since World War II, which is insane.
That's fucking bonkers.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So the Russian military invaded Ukraine, and God, it's just crazy right now. That's all I see on the internet right now.
Oh,
it's just
it's
videos of what's
Are you
going
guys
on.
talking about Russia?
I
So,
don't want to dive too much.
I thought of a really good clickbait title for this episode.
Come out with the
It's
secrets.
we get, and then in all caps, deployed to And then in all caps, Rushia.
Rushia.
So we hit all of the fucking things.
Damn, dude. Damn. Hit all the bases.
We hit everything that anyone could search up.
But before we switch topics here real quick, because I know I don't really care to get all political and shit.
I don't want to.
No, I want everyone to have fun.
Not to get political.
Oh yeah.
Because everyone is seeing that over their stuff anyway. So
Engine 2 is down.
So hold on, Anthony. Hold on.
We lost another camera.
That one's still on.
We still have that one.
I just want to say this real quick before I forget. But just to lighten your guys' load, we'll be the bright light in your life if you need something to get away from all that bullshit. So I don't want to get too political, but for all the Ukrainians out there, we support you. Anything, I don't know, that we can do, I'd like to help in some way, shape, or form. I don't know.
Raise money,
do something.
Raise money, yeah.
But
don't just fucking post on Instagram.
I can help with that.
Yeah.
I'm saying it now. That's a nice sentiment, but don't just post on Instagram. Please do something.
Yeah.
If there's like a donation that you can make, do that instead.
Yeah, it will help.
Nobody posting "I stand with Ukraine" is actually fucking doing anything, and it really pisses me off.
Your profile picture being the Ukrainian flag is not doing fucking.
No, I hate that. And then I hate all the people that are like, "Why are they still fighting? I posted on Twitter 3 times." Like donate. I don't know. I'm not informed enough to know where you would like give money on this or whatever.
Russia.
There's a website. There has to be.
Sure, but like that. Don't fucking do that.
Yeah, but nonetheless,
sorry,
Ukrainians. I wish the best for your safety. I truly do.
Yes.
I just hope everybody like who can and will eventually like make it out because it is a very slippery slope.
It's fucked.
Yeah. It is fucked.
So we hope for everyone's safety, not just Ukrainians, everyone.
Yeah, love one another. Peace and love out there.
Come on.
Okay.
So beer break real quick.
We'll catch a
Beer break. Oh, dude, shot break at this point. Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
All right, we bought it.
We bought it. We're back.
Purchased.
Hey.
I think
Everybody's silently.
Well, we were just on the topic of like how shit hit the fan this week. This week has been like fucking bananas with war going on. Dude's hounding it.
Cunny.
Hounding.
Yeah, show what's up, dude. Give it to him.
Fucking
Give it
drink
to
that
him.
water.
So to move on to more fun topics, I do have a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you love Sosa?
Sosa?
Yeah.
That's a fucking Ligma joke, isn't it?
No, do you love Sosa?
What's Sosa?
Bitches love Sosa.
Bitches love Sosa.
I don't get this bit.
All right.
All right.
I don't get this bit.
Sosa?
I don't know Sosa either.
We are surrounded by
All right,
buffoons.
jackasses.
You're captain of the jackass squad.
Bro, we got you beat.
I just
3-2.
can't read.
He can't.
You got me what?
I can't get soft.
3-2. 3 people don't know. 2 do.
Yeah, so
You
we
guys
technically
are
won
the
this bout.
outcasts
So
here.
explain what Sosa is.
We can later.
You can later? Sosa? I feel
But we won't.
I want to turn that into a Ligma joke somehow, so.
Okay.
Like
Adam,
Sosa.
question.
Yes, sir.
What do you got there?
I'm glad you asked. So today our sponsor is brought to you by G Fuel, the energy formula. It's very good. Don't drink too much. I had a full container of this, and I only do it in like quarters of a scoop because it's very effective with me. But if you are a caffeine fiend, like some people I know out there,
Right here.
what?
Aye. That's 2.
Then like more than 1 scoop a day is not recommended.
Citrulline malate.
Does it?
Yeah.
A lot of people use it for a pre-workout, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use it for pre-workout.
Taurine, 1,000 milligrams.
And some
140.
Per scoop?
Yep.
per full scoop, and like that's a lot.
40
for me.
servings per this though. 40
Oh yeah.
servings.
So if you split it into quarters, that thing lasts you a lifetime.
So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Most give you like this size. Most pre-workouts will give you 30 servings. And how much is this G Fuel that you can
So
purchase?
BOGO deals always go on, but like a normal container, $40. So you pay $1 per scoop.
So yeah, that's about average.
But
$40
I believe,
per
but
round.
BOGO, it's like 35, and you get 2 of them.
Nice.
Yeah, that's mainly what I wait for because I don't drink it like actively every day. I just go to the gym like maybe 3 or 4 times a week, and then sometimes if I need it, if I need a little push.
Unfortunately, we don't have a coupon code for you. You're just
No,
gonna have
sorry,
to go buy
you're just
it with
gonna have to
your
go
money.
buy it and say, "Hey, I saw this." And it's like
The Hello
Let
Harem
them
said
know.
this.
Fuck.
Maybe G Fuel will shoot us an email. And
But
say,
if you
hey,
guys want
sponsor
a
us.
dude.
weekly coupon code, you can go ahead and write to G Fuel and tell them about
Yeah,
the
just
Hello
say,
Harem
"Hey,
podcast.
And
These
tell your
guys-
friends and family about
you
us
guys
so that we can
fuck.
get more viewers, that they have a reason to actually sponsor us and
Keep
give us a
bringing it
code.
up. If you just keep bringing it up, you can get anything
We did with
done.
Hungry Man. It
I'm
didn't
not
work,
gonna
but-
say.
Really? What happened?
Yeah, well, we sent them an email.
I did a Hungry Man sponsorship
for 69 episodes.
69 episodes.
Yeah, on
Nice.
episode 69, I stopped.
Because that was the end of season 1.
And I
actually remember.
I asked
yeah,
them
like I
every
remember a few of those.
episode for a sponsorship, and they basically, we emailed them once, and in short, they told us to fuck ourselves.
Yeah. Well, the thing
I
is,
did say it'll make you shit. Like I made fun of the food like a lot.
Like a very common one is like when a guy gets home, he hits his wife and then eats a hungry man.
That was kind of my thing.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, they didn't jump at that.
I don't know who would avoid that.
I mean, they didn't deny it,
I
so
always
it's like
correlated not just hungry man with beating your wife, but hungry man with watching soap operas and smoking inside.
And MASH. And MASH.
MASH, like
We
the old
incorporated
TV
with
show.
MASH and
I watched
nursing
MASH.
homes. And we called it slop.
Slop.
It was never food. It was always slop.
A hungry man hork it down and shit like a real man or something like that.
Like a real man, you just eat
For
it
the working
as
man.
fast as you can, and then you get back to work.
then you have
Like you don't have time.
And then you have diarrhea for the next 2 days.
You want to know why men have diarrhea? It's the most efficient way to shit. It's like the quickest way to get it all out.
Dude, I like.
You ever thought about what? What?
It can be peaceful.
You don't like pooping?
No, I mean I like the concept in general, like a
No,
private
it hurts.
time.
Not you. You don't count. You've shit water for the last 20 years.
No, I haven't. That's a lie.
It's actually
19
15.
My
years?
last few have been solid.
Pretty
Thor,
solid
do you
shit.
like
I do say
shitting?
so
It's
myself.
I wouldn't say like the act of things
thought
coming
it was
out of my
cool,
asshole, but like the peaceful time where I can just sit, get on my phone, and just reflect on the day.
Okay, now hold on. This is gonna transfer us, but to get off shitting and get to the real topic.
Thank
But
God.
before we leave,
But
what do you do with toilet paper? Like how
Crumple
do you?
it.
Okay, crumple. That's wrong. But Luke,
I'm a folder.
folder. Adam,
Folder.
Jay.
Folder.
I switch. Depends on how I tear.
You
Not
get
only
you
in
get
the
like four
bedroom, but in the
squares.
bathroom.
No, like
Four
it,
squares.
like it
Like-
depends on how I tear.
Wait,
it.
for the
Like-
whole process?
Like if I tear it
Oh, okay.
and it's a clean tear, then I'll fold it. But if I tear it and it's even a little fucked up, I get mad. I crumple it up. I wipe my ass with it.
Okay, so
Fair-
you
oh,
just
so
get a set,
OCD.
but generally, because the edges are perforated, you're generally a folder.
I'm generally a fold, but it depends.
Okay.
If it's a
Anthony,
real
That's
messy
fair.
one, I'm
That's
just
fair,
I'm
that's fair.
crumpling.
why the fuck do you crumple it?
I'm in and out.
In and out. Yeah,
I don't have
in,
time
out,
to meticulously
done.
fold my ass paper. Like, I get that shit done, clean up, and get the fuck out.
Watch as it
Dude, it
soaks.
takes
Yeah,
me
clean
so
up,
long
but
to
spread it
clean up.
everywhere because the crumples and the crevices.
Here's a real question though for all my viewers out there. How do you wipe?
Front to back,
You
back to
front
front.
to back.
Which one?
front to back.
Like, do you
Balls to ass
stay seated or do you like do a special little
kinda, like,
maneuver?
I stay
Perk
seated.
up.
You stay seated. You perk up, like you get up like that a little,
Yeah, a little bit.
It's like
Oh,
all right.
that's weird,
So
too.
I have
all
a
my-
broad back. Like,
All my fellas out there.
when you have a
I
really
can't
broad...
wipe my own ass.
That's like, seriously. if you're at the gym and you work the shit out of your back and you're sore, you have a hard time reaching behind you.
Yeah.
man. It is difficult.
Yeah, like
you
lats.
gotta like really force it.
What if we
No.
got like a wall mount that had toilet paper on it? Instead of using your ass, you just kind of like grind it on it.
God, like a cat, like or dog back scratcher.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
it just kind of.
but it's for your
You know
ass.
those things that you get pet hair with. You do that.
Oh,
you rip the
yeah.
end.
A lint
You
roller.
get like
Yeah.
a big lint roller stick.
But put toilet paper on it.
No, you like surround your ass cheeks around it and wipe up.
You know
and
what would be
rip it off.
You know what would
and
be
the
really
next one's
efficient?
clean.
Listen to this. So we have that contraption, like a long
It
lint roller.
says hair on it.
But listen to this. It has a button where it slowly rotates. So you go up and it makes a spiral of shit.
So you like super rip out all the hair
Oh
in your
my
ass.
God.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be sticky. It's like toilet
It's also
paper.
like these things come
But that way,
bidets.
no,
If
that
you're cool
way,
with,
that
like-
way, because since it spins, you get all of it around, and you don't have to like, get shit.
All right,
on
guys.
shit,
New invention, right?
It has to be sticky.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Why
How
would
is
you
it?
put
You
sticky?
said that it peels off like a lint roller, right?
Yeah,
How the fuck does it stay?
bro, like Velcro on the other end.
Velcro. This got expensive quick. No, I bring that up because I actually know people who are like some of the strangest wipers
My
in the
buddy
world.
wipes ass to balls.
Let's do that.
Oh my god!
I just name
I'm
dropped
talking-
him too.
I'm
It's
talking-
Matt because I remember like one time we got into
Dude,
an
just
argument
call
about
him,
it
expose
it was
everything.
so so a little while back, me and Matt were talking about wiping, and he asked me, he's like, "Do you sit or do you stand?" And I was like, "Oh, I stand." And he's like, "Oh, so you're squishing shit between your ass cheeks when you stand up. That's real cool, Jay." And so I was so embarrassed by that, I stopped. I no longer stand. I sit.
You were so embarrassed.
I was so embarrassed that he knew that I stood that I changed how I was. So then somehow the issue of front to back came up, and I was like, "Well, obviously, just back. You don't go
ass
front.
to mouth,
You go back." And he was like, "Oh yeah, I go back to front." And I was like, "Dude, you are smearing poop on your balls. The underside of your balls are covered in feces."
Well, that's what the sink is. It's a bird bath for your balls.
Dude, I want to.
After you smear it, you walk over to the sink, spritz it, you're all good to go.
I don't know if we can trust you with bidet after Brandon's apartment.
Oh yeah, I forgot Brandon. Shout out to Dad. He was talking about how he used a bidet, and it was like one of just these strangest like.
He owns one.
Oh, he owns one. He
uses it often. He likes
I don't know if he still
man.
uses
It's
it.
the most efficient way to clean your ass.
The
Yeah.
most cleanly.
Yeah, it's like you don't even have to wash your hands. You just sit there. It's like, all right, done. And then you pull up, walk out.
For all you guys that wanted a dick in your ass to eat cake, that'd be perfect for you guys.
Alex, you said you would suck a dick and sit on a cake. At least we got to eat cake.
There's a plus to that. Yours is just nothing
Yours
but
is
minus.
sucking.
We'll get into that later.
Alex,
But
you know what? In the spirit of those, do you have any of those questions for us?
Actually,
God,
not
no.
this week.
Okay.
Thank God.
I didn't do any research.
Unluckily.
But, I could bring some up.
Unluckily, because those are incredibly entertaining.
They are. They're a lot of fun, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, let's get off shit. I'm tired of talking
yeah,
about shit.
yeah, enough
There
shit
is,
talk, enough
we do be
doo-doo.
pooping.
We
There's
do
a
be
very
pooping.
big thing that happened as
This week.
this group, we are the anime aficionados.
Yep.
Jesus
Yup.
fucking
Bro,
Christ.
Yeah. What do you
it's
want
been
me?
a
What do you
day.
want me to say? I'll word it beautifully.
It's tough. Man.
Well, I just got to get the big words out of the way, and then I can comprehend smaller things.
Gotcha,
But Hololive talent Uruha Rushia was terminated promptly on was that Wednesday?
Yeah.
Wednesday night because she broke an NDA contract with the company, and that's kind of big news. It's big news because she just got out. I wouldn't even say got out of the drama of she was doing a stream with Miko, and she got a Discord notification from someone named I think it's Mafu. He's a singer in Japan, and he sent her a message.
Sounds like a mafia boss.
No, I heard that people say he looks like an anime character.
Fair enough.
I've never heard his music, but he's really popular in Japan.
It's okay.
But his message said like I'm on my way home or something, and people took that as, oh, they're dating. They're definitely living together, and they freaked the fuck out because Rushia's shtick for her streams was like the pretend girlfriend type beat, and like the kind of people that attracts typically are kind of schizo. I'm not saying all of Rushia's fans are schizo. I'm a very big Rushia fan. I loved her streams and stuff, but
An example of a not schizo fan, I like Rushia a lot.
but like these people
And I'll
can be
kill her if she doesn't reciprocate.
they're wild. They can
No,
be,
the joke was that Thorpe's the schizo. That was the
might be.
joke.
These people can be very toxic, and they started harassing her and just getting really nasty. So, in light of that, she tried to clear her name, and she went on to like an interview
Kore.
with Kore, and she kind of
He's
explained.
in comparison. He is the Japanese Keemstar.
Yeah, he's Japanese Keem.
Yes.
She kind of explained
like
what
Keemstar.
happened.
Same deal. Oh, fucking God.
And she ended up showing emails that she like shouldn't have had, and some things that were considered classified is a very strong word for this, but something that should not be shown other than the talents who signed that contract. And he made a video on it. Hololive heard about it, and that broke the NDA contract, and she was terminated promptly. No goodbye stream, no
They're
graduation.
deleting. They're deleting her YouTube
All of
channel.
her videos are gone.
Yeah,
She's
like-
low key gonna be, from what I saw people say, I can't confirm this, but like kind of erased from Hololive. Like
Yeah.
But a lot of the talents were saying like it's not a stigma thing. Like they still aren't gonna like bring her up like Rushia, but she won't be dodged and ran around.
Mm-hmm. What makes it so, I guess, such a big news article? Because out of VTubers, Hololive is like the cream of the crop.
Yeah,
They're the
it's
top.
like the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's the cream of the crop.
Rushia was the most super chatted out of all of Hololive, and on all of YouTube, she was like number 5 or number 3. Like, out of all of YouTube.
Damn.
So like you have the like one of the biggest stars in Hololive, and you could consider all of YouTube is just gone now, like erased like
From history.
Damn.
from
Just
history.
omitted from everything.
Yeah, so it's caused quite a stir. Huge event for people who do follow it. Honestly, it's crazy. It's like if your favorite streamer just up and fucking
Rushia got Thanos.
zipped. I mean, straight up.
What if like
Yeah,
when you
she got the
snapped,
clip.
I just passed out?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't like this red light. I keep looking down and seeing the corner of my nose, and I think I have a bloody nose. So I keep like wiping my nose, freaking out. Like,
We'll
is
switch
my
him next
nose
time.
goddamn
we can
bleeding?
do
Yeah.
it. Well,
Depending on
see
how it
we'll
looks in
see how it looks
post,
on
yeah.
camera.
It's gonna look like ass. I feel like I look like a giant red bean.
I don't gotta be
One
that
big
bad.
old bean.
No, like if I sit like this, I can see my nose is just pure red. It's really weird.
We'll see how
Yeah.
it looks. See how it
Sorry,
looks in post.
I had to
We'll
get
see
that
how it
off
looks.
of my mind because it was bugging me.
Troubleshooting lighting. Yeah, it's hit or miss.
Fun.
But I guess
I'm gonna
it never
troubleshoot
miss. Huh?
Alex.
Pull out the 9 and roll up. But no, that is unfortunate because it's like when stuff like that happens, right? How quickly it can just happen. Like an entire
Yeah.
social media like standing can just be wiped out in an instant, depending on what is said and what you believe. And it's like completely fucked how like people can just do that, right? Because it's almost like erasing a life of yours. If you are very like social media based, if that's how people know you, and if you're famous, then it's like what would we do if someone just decided, oh, Abraham Lincoln, get him out of the books?
He's
like
done.
what do you do? Like
One of the most.
like what
That's
did
what
he
they're
do?
trying to do right
he was
now.
he's still the president, but it's like
One thing that's like pretty unfortunate with it is, like I don't know for certain, but we can assume she had no malicious intent when
Right.
like spreading these emails. She was just
Say
caught up in what the hell was that?
banter, the noise,
talking
Oh no. Anyway, some fuck
the
my
demons.
eye. Yeah, the demons.
Yeah, the demons.
But
are here.
I don't think she had
Spill the water
malicious
out of 'em.
intent with sharing these emails. She was just trying
Right.
to clear her name. She was probably stressed, kind of panicking because the thing that happened with Mafu Mafu was a huge deal. I mean, this blew the fuck up. So obviously she's receiving plenty of backlash. Lots of people
Right.
saying most likely fairly toxic things to her about it. She just wanted to be done with, clear her name. So of course you're not probably thinking straight doing that. And unfortunately for her, that meant her termination because she did break the NDA. And me and Alex were talking about this on the drive home from Columbus today. It's like you can't really fault cover they're like the parent corporation of Hololive. You can't really fault them for this because if you let one person kind of slide on this NDA contract, then you have to let everyone else. And it's like we're going to continually move the goalpost and things will just get
and then the
it's a
bar
slippery
like
slope.
yeah.
So it's unfortunate, and I don't think they wanted to terminate their top talent.
No.
Like,
Right,
obviously
right,
she
right.
makes them tons of money. They probably weren't thrilled.
That was a huge loss for
Yeah,
them
that's
too.
a
But
huge
loss
it's
for
like
them.
when you cut off the limb, you know, it's
Yeah.
like when is it just not something? And it's better to nip something in the butt as early as you can
Yeah.
rather than later because that's when everything just
Bud.
in the butt. No, in the butt.
It's bud.
No, we eat ass here. You nip it in the butt. We're back on it, but
Don't go back to poop, please.
But no, it's like it's very hard to understand why things happen. But realistically, if you could see it through their eyes, you would probably have a new understanding for it. And it's like, while it is a shame that had to happen, someone made the call and they have to live with that, or
Yeah.
a team of people made a call. So it's not good for anyone.
Like when you're a company that big, you have to hold a standard.
Yeah, and that's the problem when
yeah.
it comes to like social media. I'm not gonna rant about that, but social media, it's literally all it takes is a spark, and then before you know it, the world's on fire.
They were just following Jay-Z's rule. Keep your bitches in check.
They were just following orders.
I knew
Yeah.
I knew when he said that. I was like, I thought he was gonna say it. And then I'm like, okay, he didn't say it. And then you said it.
You know, one other thing they kind of like probably have to take into account is how this affects the other
Talent.
Gen
Hololive, yeah, like
because,
members.
Like I don't
The
know
VTube
how familiar
community.
you are with like Hololive or VTubing.
I watch them a little bit.
It's like when they release new members, they come out in like generations, and it's usually 5 at a time.
Right.
And Rushia was part of 3rd generation, so the rest of the talents in that generation kind of have to deal with that in their own way. I mean, hopefully, like there's people they can talk to and stuff, but that's got to be hard on them too. Just Genmate's gone.
Gone. You can't
Ooh.
like don't say
Yeah,
anything about it.
You can't even talk. Like, really bring too much up about it.
Yeah, no, it sucks. I watch like Gaugura, and the French VTuber. I can't pronounce her name. French. She's like.
Is it English? Does she speak English?
I think so.
Are you talking about the one on Twitch?
Maybe I don't know.
You are like going way too far.
Yeah, I know. She was playing Sekiro one day, and I was like, oh shit. And then I started watching it. And I was like, she's like a wolf or something.
Did she speak Japanese?
Like here and there, yeah. But she mainly spoke in English, but like broken English, but English nonetheless. And then when she started swearing, or when she started to speed up her lingo, it got like a little hazy in what she was speaking. So I couldn't tell you. I just know that it was introduced to me by some buddies of mine that watch VTubers religiously, and they were like, yeah, it's like a community thing, and it's no different than just, oh, you play these games, or oh, you play the sport. It's just something to do.
Yes or no?
Yes, but not that outfit. Like, not that.
Well, it's
like this. It's this one.
Yeah, I was very inebriated when they got me on this too. They thought they would weaken my barriers to like VTubers. It's like, no, I will watch it, but I won't actively seek it.
They're entertaining
because it's not. Yeah, it is 100%. Entertaining to an extent. Like I saw Gaoguro's new outfit reveal with the boys at New Year's, right? It was New Year's.
I think we all watched. It was around then. We all watched.
It was after that.
We watched it was live. I was I was with Andy and who else? Brandino? It was like the next day or something. We were together.
It's funny you mentioned the community thing because I'd say for the most part the community is pretty good and they follow the rules pretty well. But then in Rushia's case, you have that part of the community that when they get upset, they get really upset and they start harassing these people.
Yeah,
they need to but separate the talent from what they actually kind of make up in their own mind. Like I said, her shtick was the girlfriend thing.
Yeah.
So these people probably had such a deep wanted connection.
A deep-rooted,
with that.
like, yeah.
They were like, my girlfriend did this to me. I'm going to go do something about that and harass this person. And like harassment online, we've brought this up plenty of times with voice actors get it too. They're just reading a script, and the fact that someone willingly goes out of their way to harass someone else just for something they didn't like, and that's just ludicrous. It's ludicrous.
But moving on, just to like wrap it up, it's a very tricky situation because it's like you could do one thing and you hope, okay, maybe you could deal with that well enough, or you could deal with a fireball burning in the background later, and we could just let it slide now. It's like just let the embers stay there, So just be kind. Just take it in waves. Learn, like look it up. Don't learn from what people say. Do your own research. Learn like what the issue is, and then you will have a new understanding, and then you can make a sound argument.
Don't be a schizo.
Yeah, don't be schizophrenic, because one day you'll take your meds, and then all your friends are gone.
Yeah, make death threats.
What?
All right, Tippy, cut us out.
All right, guys. That is the end of today's episode. I want to thank Adam very much for coming on the podcast,
I had a blast.
Man.
This is very fun. I hope one day I can come back, maybe with the book or something.
Fuck yeah.
Because I do want to be a more apparent character and just like up here. I wanted to get here before Luke moved out, but I do like love being around you guys. It's very fun.
Oh yeah, we'll get you up here on the podcast and just a vibe. For sure.
Yeah.
And keep us updated on that book.
Of course.
Once that bitch comes out, your ass is going to be back in that scene.
Yeah, just talking about it. We're going to read it together. It's 4,000 pages. It's like, and now we talk about Luke.
Adam's going to do an audiobook.
We're going to do ASMR on today's
voiced by Thorpe.
I like the idea that it gets to me and it's just one word. It's just fuck, and then goes to the next person.
It's fuck you,
chapter,
and then we walk out.
Chapter Luke, one page, the only word on the page, Luke.
It just goes to the next one.
What a guy, and then we just leave.
Alrighty.
All right, guys, don't forget to message G Fuel.
Get him. I will sponsor G Fuel. I do stream every so often.
So we'll catch you guys on the next one. Episode 83 is now done. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Share the podcast with someone if you found anything interesting or want to support the group. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, email us at helloharempodcast@gmail.com. We'll swiftly get back to you. Thank you guys. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you.